First of all, I said we are very deeply touched and pleased indeed to be here this morning, accompanied by CS Bonaya and of course my friend and professional colleague CS from Health, and of course Dr. Bello Kipsang and the area MP who has done. There are also other big doctors behind here. You are restoration.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Mr. Njoroge.
Okay. So first of all, we have committed ourselves that we shall put Cabro here within the space of 8 weeks. That one we shall do. We shall find a way, whether it is over the weekend, we do a small pace and make sure that this mud is not here. Secondly, we have agreed with Dr. Kipsang that we will find money from somewhere so that that place can be, the 2 classrooms that have been requested can be put up quickly. So that and we have also further said that those 2 classrooms, the desks, the 140 desks, we shall provide for them. That's like a quick fix, eh? But going further, I've charged Mheshimiwa to use your syndicate so that we can move on that issue of the land very quickly so that we can look for money. Dr. Bello Kipsang will tell me how we can look for money. But I always believe that government has money. If we need money for something that is as good as this, His Excellency the President, I think, takes education of these children extremely seriously, and therefore money will be made available. Once money is available, this school will be expanded. We shall give children a playing ground, and so on and so forth. In terms of the examination class, I wanted to tell the examination classes countrywide that in my considered opinion, they are doing very well, and they do not have to, absolutely, they do not have to work under tension, because the examination is only 1 month away. In fact, the primary school one will start on the 19th of next month, and the children should be at peace. The children should be at peace because the government is aware that they were out of school for 9 months. The government is also aware that they have come back to school now. I think they had, the first time was about 10, 11 weeks. This other term will be about 10 weeks. And so the exam will take place, but there is no need to be anxious. You can ignore completely the opinion of some of the newspapers who think that you are all going to fail. I can guarantee you that you are not going to fail, because those tests that were done immediately you opened school, and somebody is writing 12 weeks later when you have already transformed and charging. And if I may tell you for free, some of the standard 8 children are even more charged than the other classes, the other higher classes. So that's as far as exams go. As far as in terms of the desks that we gave to schools, again there is a very erroneous impression being given that desks have not been supplied in 24 counties. Nothing could be further from the truth. Kiambu is one of the most populous counties. We completed 100% supply of desks in Kiambu over 2 weeks ago. Since I'm in the central region, I can tell you, in Nyeri the supply is 100%, in Nyandarua the supply is 100%, in Muranga the supply is 100%. We are remaining with a few thousand desks for Kirinyaga, among others. So we are at 90%. Don't scare the people to start thinking that the money for desks have been stolen. You can actually audit. If you like, you can go and check. Let us give power to our parents and children. I think we have a job to do. Having said so, I have always said that we have a slight challenge in Turkana for obvious reasons, and we are focusing there. It is basically just Turkana that is now completely below the radar, and Lamu. Even Majia that was below the radar is now at 72%. So why don't you let us think positively together for our children? And I've said, because this school is this large, and because we gave Olympic in Kibera 140 desks. We shall also give this school another 140 desks. Between myself and Dr. Kipsang, we will find money. Government always has money. You can't say there is no money. If money is going to a purpose that is good, we'll find those desks. I think together we shall find the desks.
Return to school.
Huh?
Yeah, on return to school.
Yeah, on return to school, we are happy to announce that all the children are now back at school. By all the children, I mean 99% plus a small standard deviation. On that standard deviation, on the negative side, we know where the children are. We have worked very well with the Ministry of Interior, headed by my colleague and brother, Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi, where we have worked. You remember His Excellency the President charged the chiefs directly. We have worked even with members of parliament, like the one who is standing next to me. Or we have mapped all the children who are still out of school. The majority of them are females. They have issues. Some are just about to put to bed. Some are put to bed and they're just about to come back. We shall rehabilitate them in school. And for the ones in the examination classes, there is absolutely no need to be afraid. I have been directed by His Excellency the President to ensure that those girls have their exams in the most comfortable manner that is allowed. So even if you put to bed immediately, we shall make sure that you are very comfortable. And like I've said before, you don't have to be afraid, because as the exam is being given, we know that you are not at school for 9 months. And our job as teachers is to pick what you have in your brain, not what you don't have. Are we together? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we are. And like I've said, I've adopted this school. I have the same sentiments I have for this school like the one I have in Kibera. Because when I have 4,000 children here, don't you think I should pay special attention? Going forward, the political leaders, headed by the MP here, I can see Honorable Isaac Magoha has also joined us. You are welcome, sir. But then any influence that you can also put, we need to get the land adjacent to this school as early as yesterday. Negotiate with us, because Kenyans like money. Somebody will now say, no, if it is the government, pay 10 times. But it's not government. You are buying it for these children. Are we together? So that maybe in 6 months, the government has got money, we have bought the land, and we can now plan a proper school for this area. Because it is the children's right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I don't usually take call, Nini, but if it is directly, and it will be the only one, if it is directly related to why we came here, you can ask. If it is anything else, I shall not answer you. Go ahead. Talk with a mask on. I can hear you.
You had earlier touched on the recent insecurities or indiscipline cases in schools.
In discipline cases, I want to reaffirm again that I am now very grateful that the boards of management, together with the Ministry of Interior and coordination of the national government, through the various county commissioners, deputy county commissioners and chiefs, together with the teachers, together with the Teacher Service Commission people outside there, have come together to work. There are now teachers who are catching children, cheeky children, dosing mattresses before they put fire, by just finding out the smell. And I said, if you go to check the dorms, you will find the cheeky children. Kwani, are they more intelligent than us? They can't be. So, and the police are very active on this one. The last message I want to say here today, this morning, ladies and gentlemen, any child who is over 8 years, according to birth certificate, is liable to criminal prosecution. So let us deter these children. Let us not keep hearing, oh, there was a fire at 9 o'clock, and then you can guess the second sentence, that the children were where? In prep. Where was the teacher? So some of the teachers are already now doing what they are supposed to do, and the children will not get away with it. We have already told them in public that there is going to be a database that will follow them. It's a matter of choice. There is no need for hopelessness. There is no need for hopelessness, even though we as adults are not giving very good example I can tell you that for free. But like I've said, let parents also continue to help us to mentor their children. Because the reason I was saying that the headmaster of this school should be forwarded for head of state commendation without any negotiation. Look at the discipline he has installed here. If you are given these children for 2 days, how are you going to manage them? Can you manage?
4,000 of them.
We have to accept. So I am very sure that the issue of fires will be put to rest, even though this is not the first time. If we allow our systems to work, let nobody come and plead. Because people are saying, oh, the parents are going to, of course they are going to pay. Because you should tell your child why he should never think of banning a school. Even if you are annoyed like what? Don't go and ban a school. If you like, you can ban yourself. But don't ban a school. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
You cannot subsidize crime.
1 month and 4 days since the full reopening of schools was opened on the 4th of January 2021. What a blessing we have from the Lord Almighty. And you can see here in this complex, the headmaster didn't do his maths correctly. It is almost 4,000, said 3,300. There are almost 4,000 children here. And by the grace of God, and the grace and mercy of God, they are as healthy and as fit as fiddles. You can see them. Who is talking about, and with all due respect to the medical fraternity, who said that by next month we shall collapse because of corona? Shetani ashindwe. Ashindwe tena. This, so we are very, very lucky indeed that we are going, and other African countries have actually contacted me to encourage me in terms of being very courageous and doing what they are doing. And some of them are going to put. The government is also now very happy that so far over 15 million children have continued to be in school and also preparing for the national examination. In particular, the government of the Republic, under the able leadership of His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, has noted the following. 1, all learners reported to schools and have continued to learn while masked. When I say all, I mean all, because the very few that have not reported, working together with my brother and friend, Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i, who is in charge of Interior and the coordination of the national government, we have mapped out all the children who are not in school. Most of them are females, and we know why they are not in school and they are coming back to join. For those who may have given birth just around the corner, because the exams are around the corner, we have assured them, come rain or sunshine, the examination will be taken to them. They must do the examination and they will be assessed, taking everything into account. So again, there is no need for hopelessness. I want to thank all parents and guardians of this country who have now shown how much they love their children, because all those that can afford masks have bought masks for their children. It is something that we should be proud of. And the government is working together with the parents to ensure that every child is wearing a mask. We have had collaborators, many of them. The GAIAT group, which provided thermograms for many schools at no cost. UNICEF, which was among the very first suppliers with masks for the children. KCB Foundation, and many others who have supported us with masks and water facilities and soap that has contributed to the success of government in what it is doing to ensure that we are COVID-19 compliant. Ladies and gentlemen, social distancing has remained a challenge. And I'm deeply touched by this school because there's even no place to plant a tree. Our teachers have devised innovative teaching methods that have to a large extent made up for the shortage of classrooms. Dr. Kipsang, I would want us to forward the head teacher's name here for the head of state commendation. Because you can see for yourself the kind of discipline that one would expect, the kind of discipline that is in this school is enviable. We thank our teachers, all of them, countrywide, profusely. And I want to thank them with regard to the very few errant students who think they want to destroy property. That teachers have taken charge now, and many of the students have been identified. Some have been identified before they commit the crime, and this is possible, and this is the way to go. We are grateful to you, teachers, profusely. Teachers have continued to prepare candidates for examination, and having gone to so many schools, I have not seen the inspiration. In fact, the other school I was in is in Mukuru Kwanjenga, and I think the intelligence of those children are above some of the ones in very, very well-known schools. I would want to urge everybody to ignore. I think teachers have used the reports from NEC for what it was supposed to be used for. Do not feel that you are not going to pass exams. That was somebody's opinion somewhere who wanted to sell a newspaper and therefore brought out some confidential materials which were supposed to be for schools in order to scare you. But pupils of Mwiki, are you scared? Are you scared? Who is scared? You don't have to be scared. This school is as good as any other school. And the reason is this: God was very kind when He was teaching out intelligence. Because I came from the lowest